Oh man, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. What's going on, guys? So today, as you can see from the title, we're going to be looking at the Q4 2019 earnings for Aurora Cannabis. Feels like I haven't done a live stream in months, but since I've always done the earnings for this company, I'm going to continue to do so. So we're going to wait for this chat room to load up, if it does load up. It's been quite some time. In the meantime, while we're waiting for the earnings, we're going to do some technical analysis. And if you guys are watching this video after the live stream, I'm going to leave a timestamp where you guys could check it out after. So right now we're going to be looking at Aurora Cannabis, but we're also going to be waiting for this chat room to load up. How's it going, JG? It's nice to see someone in the chat room. It's been forever since we've done a live stream. I remember I used to do these live streams daily. But yes, it's going. Just trying to get set up. Hello, Dale. So everyone's ready for the Q4 earnings. I don't know if you guys remember last time's earnings. We were literally live streaming for 4 hours because Aurora was taking forever to release their earnings. So I hope we don't have that happen. I was here when I can. That's good to know. Hello, Holly Moore. Hello, Nick Ferraris. Nice to see people still here. Good to see you. Howdy, Dan. Howdy, everyone. Oh, chat room's getting filled up. Thank you guys for joining me. So yeah, we're going to be waiting till 4 p.m. That's when Aurora is supposed to be announcing their earnings, which is after the market. What's going on investing with Chris? In the meantime, obviously, I'll be doing some requests. If you guys have participated in my live streams in the past, then you guys could just show me a bunch of companies. I'll take a look at them, give you a quick little opinion on them. Just remember, everything's for educational and entertainment purposes, and we're all just here to have fun. So let's just take a look at companies. Lockdale Nugent, nice to see you. Thank you, JG. You guys are making my day already. Nice to see you guys in the chat room. So yeah, we're gonna look at Aurora Cannabis real quick right now because I've been watching this company for a while, and we have these downtrending lines. We have the downtrending support line right here. Downtrending. Actually, let me move my camera so I'm out of the way because you guys won't be able to see what I'm talking about. And for once, finally today, Aurora Cannabis has broke above this resistance line. So not only did we break above this support line here at $8, this is Canadian, we're going to look at American after, we also broke above this downtrending resistance line right here, because we see here Aurora Cannabis has been consistently downtrending in between these lines consistently, and finally right before these earnings, you see Aurora bounce off this resistance and now potentially could be using this resistance as a support. And then on top of that, we have the $8. We broke above that, so we're going to be keeping an eye out on that. Aurora is currently up 3.5% today. It's looking good for Aurora prior to these earnings. Are the earnings going to ruin this uptrend pattern? Maybe it will. If they announce disappointing earnings, we might see Aurora just immediately dip back below this resistance line. If not, we could potentially start seeing an uptrend. It already looks like we broke above this resistance, so we're seeing some good patterns before these earnings. I'm just going to take a look at the chat room, see what you guys are up to. Surjit, nice to see you guys. And then investing with Chris, we're going to start doing some requests. I'm just going to look at Aurora Cannabis real quick in American dollars because I know I have a lot of American viewers, and it's pretty much the same pattern we're talking about here. So right now Aurora Cannabis in American dollars is up 2.87%. What happened to my lines? There they are. Same thing happening. We were downtrending in between this support and this resistance. The support is red, the resistance is green, and we also had a support or slash resistance line right here at around $6, and today Aurora Cannabis broke above it, and we finally see ourselves floating way above this resistance line, this green line, and way above this $6 support. Could this be a potential turnaround? It does look like it. We did have some, we're looking at the MACD lines, we're having a few buy signals, so things are looking good for Aurora Cannabis right now. But let's not get too excited because these earnings could really mess things up, or it can continue to push things even further. So now I'm going to be doing some requests. We're going to take a look at CWBHF. That is investing with Chris's first request. Ready to rumble. ACB taking them to the mat. Yes, I hope so. I hope ACB does good. I don't own any, but would help investors' sentiment. That's a good point. Do you own any MJ stocks? Radiology from Austin, Texas, here to support the channel. Where are you guys from? Just type in your city. Let's see where you guys are from. I'm from Toronto. Just type in your city. I want to see where you guys are watching me from. So we have someone from Austin, Texas, and in the meantime, we're gonna look at Zena and ZW. Okay, we'll look at Zena first since that was the first request, and then we'll look at CWBHF. So I'm not sure if Zena is a penny stock. I used to watch this stock, but we'll take a look at them right now. Zenabis. So Zenabis is floating above $1. I think they were at a penny stock range not too long ago. So we had a support here, it looks like at around 95 cents. Let's look at the 1-year chart for Zenabis. Yep, Zenabis is definitely near the 52-week lows. So right now it could potentially be getting ready to, we could be catching the bottom if you were to pick this company up. Numbers actually look pretty good. Price to revenue looks good at 5.0, price to sales 6.9, price to book 0.97. And this company has seen highs of $6.50. So it's definitely a gamble. This company could potentially go back down to the penny stock range, which would be its new 52-week lows. We do see a support here at around 95 cents. Honestly, I do like this company right now, especially because it's near its lows. It's definitely more attractive now than it was 6 months ago when it was all the way up here. So we do have a gap down here, might potentially get filled. But honestly, I like this company, how it looks on paper. But just remember, you guys got to do your homework, do your due diligence. I'm just doing a quick little 5-minute look at the company. You guys got to study a little more than that. So let's look at the next one, CWBHF. But the way Zenabis is looking right now, I do like it. It's near the 52-week lows. Its numbers on paper look good. But let's move on to ZWBHF, which is Charlotte Webb's. These are companies we've talked about in the past. So this company seems to have a nice little uptrending support right here. Just going to draw a line right here. So they keep making higher lows, and on some more higher lows. That is a good sign, and even they're making higher highs. Change that into green. Let's look at the 52-week range. No 52-week range. All these companies have been, but I don't like it is a profitable company, but it is very highly valued at a 184 PE ratio. Price to revenue also a little high, 18. Price to sales 22. But honestly, looking at these numbers compared to a few months back when you've seen the price to revenue at like 60, 70, these numbers do look a lot more attractive right now, and this is a profitable company. But I do think it is a little overvalued. I would love to pick this company up if it went back down to these lows, but that's very unlikely. In the $11 range, right now at $15, I feel like you have just as much room for downside versus upside. But it's definitely not a bad company. You see a lot of potential here. We've seen highs of $24, and it's a profitable company, which not a lot of pot stocks are profitable nowadays. Oh yeah, and before I forget, don't forget, give me a thumbs up, guys. Let's smash that like button. Let's see how many thumbs up we're at. Just smash it real quick, and then we'll keep doing some more requests. I'm gonna read the chat. Denver, Atlanta, Pittsburgh. Dan Samuels is from Toronto. Nice to see a fellow neighbor. Finland, Kansas, Buffalo. Do you think Afria can buy CanTrust? That's a tough one. I don't know if Afria would be able to afford that right now, would they? Because they don't have a lot of money in the bank like Canopy would, or like Hexo. MPLX from Seattle. Go Hawks. Smoke something behind. No, I can't be smoking. My video will get demonetized if I smoke. VFF is going to be hemp CBD. Anyone watching them? That's Village Farms. Washington State. See a lot of guys from New York. Victoria, BC. I actually want to go to Victoria. All right, let's look at the next company. Radiology. Oh, Support the channel. Thank you, Radiology. Thank you guys for all the support, all the love. So we're gonna look at the next company, which is, I guess it's VFF. Oh no, MPLX. We're gonna look at MPLX then VFF. So what are you guys expecting for these earnings today? Hopefully they don't take forever to watch those, to release those earnings. Marble Point Loan Financing Limited. I don't know if I have the right ticker symbol right here. MPLX. That's where I messed up. So yeah, if you guys have a request, don't be afraid to spam it. If I missed it, send it to me once or twice. Sometimes these chat rooms get a little filled. So MPLX, this is a oil gas transportation services. So it looks like we hit a bottom here at around $26. Seems to be uptrending. Let's just look at them on paper. This is a profitable company with a 12.3 PE ratio. Wow, they have a very nice dividend, 9.27 dividend yield. But I do notice that a lot of these oil companies have very nice dividends. On paper, this company looks very good, 4.5, 1.2, 4.7. My only concern right now is that it's an oil company. I'm trying to stay away from oil, gas and oil companies, mostly because I mostly support electric companies because I do think it's the future and it's better for our planet. And I do think eventually a lot of these oil companies will die out. And if we look at their all-time charts, you can already see that this company has been downtrending. They've been at a high of $81. Who knows if this company can continue to go down. We're hitting close to their IPO price, so we have a support right now at their IPO. I would say this company has a support right here at 25. But just because we have a support there doesn't mean it can't break below it. But I do like the dividend, 9.2 something. I think it was 9.21 dividend yield. It looks really good, and it's a profitable company, 9.27. So on paper, it looks pretty good. I personally am trying to stay away from gas and oil companies, mostly because I don't think there's a long-term future in these companies. But that 9.27 dividend looks pretty attractive to me. And then we're gonna go look at some more companies, smoking some. VFF. Okay, let's look at Village Farms. Then we'll take a look at Canopy. Should I jump out? What do you mean? I bought about 150 shares at the low for the long-term dividend. What do you think? Honestly, I cannot tell you what to do. Legally, I cannot tell you what to do. The dividend looks very attractive, and if you bought at the low, who knows? It's honestly a risk that you have to be willing to take. I cannot legally tell you what to do. So I can give you my opinion, what I think about the company, and that's the best I can do. So we're gonna look at Village Farms, VFF. And it's not like the gas and oil business is gonna die tomorrow. The electrical cars are just getting started. Like it's still in the early stages. But I think in 5-10 years down the road, I think gas and oil companies will start to slowly die out. But that's just my prediction, and at least that's what I hope for, because that would make our world a better place. So VFF, Village Farms International. So this company has been super volatile. We're gonna look at the 1-day charts. Let's look at the 1-hour charts. Up 0.31% today. This apparently is a profitable company. It has a pretty nice P ratio for a pod stock, 38.5 P ratio. So it's trading at 38 times its earnings. Price to revenue 3.9, 4.0 price to sales. No dividends. Let's look at the one-year chart, how they've been doing in the past year. We seem to have a very nice support here at around $14. That would be a good buy for this company. We're actually pretty close to that support. Anything below this, let me draw a line here. I could consider a buy. And we have hit a low here of about $12. So Village Farms right here. I say in between these lines, I would be tempted to start a position. I'm not saying I'm going to start a position, but just by looking at these charts, that would be where I would be more likely to start a position. Right now, we're sitting at $16. There's about 50% chance, room for upside and downside. So it's like a coin toss right now. I would wait for the lows. But then even here, there's potential that it could even go down even lower, down to $8. So, but on paper it looks good. It's a profitable company. 38p ratio doesn't look bad at all. Canopy, we can definitely take a look at Canopy. Canopy's gone beat up, and I've picked up some shares. I made a video on Canopy. Check out Water, new update with Mark Wahlberg and P Diddy on board. P Diddy's on board with Water. Wow, you guys are catching me up. What's your take on Nokia? Excellent company. Research it, people. VFF. Yeah, no, on paper it looks really good. Obviously, if you want to do more research on the company, you should. But I do like the company. Thousands of acres of hemp, 10 million square feet of greenhouses. JG knows his stuff. If you guys want to learn about VFF, you got to ask JG. There is no law stopping you from giving advice. Yeah, no, I could give my advice. I could give you my opinion, but I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you to buy a company or to sell a company. It's just and it's too much pressure and risk on me. What if I tell you to buy a company and then the next day it goes down? You'll be stressing for a day, and then the next day it goes up, and then it's just not I don't want to have that stress. So we're gonna look at Canopy right now. So Canopy, I've already have lines drawn in for this company. And I told you guys I didn't think Canopy would go below $30, and it actually went as low as $30.20. And I said in my video, I'm like, I would be very surprised if Canopy went below $30. And it went to $30.20. That would have been a perfect buying opportunity. I had a support here for Canopy at around $32, and I drew these support lines prior to what happened here. So literally Canopy bounced off the support line at $32. Seems to be uptrending right now, and I do think based on Aurora earnings, so if Aurora releases some amazing earnings, we could see Canopy also go up if Aurora does good, and the same thing vice versa. If Aurora announces some disappointing earnings, less than 100 million in sales, then we could see Canopy go back down to this 32 support line. But on paper, let's look at Canopy on paper. Price to revenue is at 42, price to sales at 55. Still really high, but compared to a couple months ago when these numbers were in the hundreds, it's looking a lot more attractive. A lot of these companies, especially a lot of these pot stocks, they're I guess they're growth stocks, and some of them are overvalued based on how people predict the future of this industry is going to be. So I do like Canopy. I actually own some Canopy right now, so if you guys decide to invest at your own risk. So let's see what's the next one. We're going to check out Alkaline Water. Once again, guys, I'm going to keep bugging you. Don't forget, I forgot actually, I didn't even give myself a thumbs up yet. I got to give myself a thumbs up. Whoa. Let's get some thumbs up. A report says Aurora has 0.4 cent losses per share. Actually, yeah, I read that yesterday. That's what I guess they predicted was going to happen. Would you buy Neo at its levels now? We could take a look at Neo after. Let's try to do everyone's company. So I think if I miss your thing, I know someone said Water. So we're gonna look at Water, and then we're gonna try to go by order. If I miss your request, just ask again. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to try to do everyone's request in order. And maybe, what do you guys think? Should I be live streaming more? I think it's more, I'll be more likely to live stream post-market versus pre-market, because pre-market, that was torture for me. I'm not a morning person. That's why I stopped doing pre-market live streams. But if you guys want to see post-market live streams like more often, maybe like once or twice a week, like on a Friday and a Monday, then I can most likely do that for you guys. That's if you guys want it. Let me know in the chat room if you guys want to see me do more live streams, and if you guys do, then I'll do it, and if you don't, it's okay. I'll just keep posting more videos because I enjoy making videos. So Alkaline Water, wow, I got a support here at around $1.60. So this is actually a support I've drawn in the past, and the reason why I've drawn it here, it's because it acted as a support back here in 2018. And literally what happened was Alkaline Water hit this support, bounced off, and then I think right here we're going to extend this line. Sometimes I have too many companies on my watch list and I don't even watch my own companies. And once again, it went below my support, which would have been a perfect buying opportunity, and immediately bounced back up to 250. That would have been almost 100% gains in like I don't know. Let's see how many days from August 26th to September 5th. So in around a week, 100% gains if I listen to my lines. So right here, I'm gonna keep the support line at around $1.60 because it's acting as a very strong support right now. Let's take a look at Alkaline Water on paper. They actually look really good on paper. Price to revenue 2.4, price to book's a little high at 7.2, price to sales at 2.6. This company has a market cap of 86 million, so it's a small cap, small shares, 39 million shares. So I kind of like that it has a small share dilution, unlike Aurora. Alkaline Water acquires Aqua. I'm trying to find that. Someone said that Diddy is partnering up with Alkaline Water. I know Diddy is a businessman, so and that might bring some good publicity to the company. But right now, I do like Alkaline Water, and right now you see this big red volume bar. It does seem to be a little oversold. So yeah, Alkaline Water is looking pretty good, but I won't be buying it unless it goes below this support. And as you can see, it's acting as a pretty strong support. Bounced off here immediately, went below, bounced off immediately. So $1.60, I'm looking at that like it's a very good support line. So let's move on to the next company. What's your take on Nokia? And then, oh man, it's a lot of requests, but we're gonna do it. We still got a lot of time before earnings. So let's take a look at Nokia. This is a company that I haven't looked at in a while. Nokia. I don't know if I have the right one. Can you send me the, I don't know if I have the right ticker symbol for Nokia because there was a lot of them. It's NOKBF, I'm guessing. And this company has been around for a while. On paper, it looks pretty good. It's not a profitable company. I don't know if I'm looking at the right company. If you want me to look at Nokia, send me the right ticker symbol. That way I'm looking at the right company. For now, let's take a look at ticker symbol Fran, F-A-R-N. So once again, if you guys are just joining the chat room, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. If you guys want me to look at a few companies, just type it out on the chat room. If I miss it, don't be afraid to spam it. So the next request was Fran, and wow, this company has been hot. It's up 62% today. As you can see right now, this company looks way overbought. So I would definitely be staying away from it right now because I do think when you see a crazy amount of volume like this, what's expected is a pullback. So let's take a look at them on paper. They do look extremely undervalued. Price to revenue 0.7, price to sales 0.7, price to book 0.4. No, price to revenue is 0.07. So this company is extremely undervalued. Have a market cap of 30 million, only 2.9 million shares outstanding. So this company can do a lot of huge swings. Who knows? This company might go on a massive run because it is extremely undervalued. The one thing is it's not a profitable company. And even looking at technical analysis, it looks like it's a sell, a buy, and a strong buy. So that's ticker symbol FRAN. I'll definitely be keeping that on my watch list. Good call, whoever called that. Remy, that was a good call. There's no law stopping you. Oh, thank you. Would you, Hustler, would you Neo? So I still own Neo. Neo's been a huge question mark. I don't think I would buy any more shares until the whole Trump-China trade war, trade tariffs ends, because a lot of these Chinese companies are getting beat up simply because of that. I do have a support for Neo at around $2.50. If it broke below $2.50, I would potentially pick up more Neo shares. As of now, I'm just going to hold on to my shares and hope for the best, prepare for the worst for Neo. I don't want to add too much to my position unless it goes below $2.50, because right now there's just too much tension, too much drama with China and US. It's just not worth the risk. There's a lot of other companies out there, but I'm still holding on to my Neo shares. I'm not selling. I do believe in the electric car company. In electric car companies, I do think they're the future. So I'll continue to support them and invest into them, because that's why I'm still holding on to my Neo shares. I still own my Tesla shares, and I think it's the future. So it could take 5-10 years, but long term, I do think electric car companies will outnumber oil companies one day. But that's it for Neo. Let's take a look at what the next company is. Zenabis. We already did Zenabis, but I could do it again. I'm gonna catch up with the chat room, see what you guys are up to. Oh shit, Departures Capital is here. What's going on, man? I'm gonna have to go in your chat room and show some love too. So I'm going back and forth. These guys jumping back and forth from chat room to chat room. So we got a celebrity in the building, guys. Departures Capital. Let me just go in the Departures Capital's chat room and show some love. Got me all starstruck, man. I'm just kidding. Oh, look who it is. Of course, of course. Oh, snap. Alright, anyways, that's enough of Departures Capital distracting us. So, smash the like button. Thank you, Clayton. Smash that like button. What's up, Clayton? I'm gonna just catch up with the chat, see what you guys are saying. I have been alone with P. Diddy in the Copenhagen in a fitness room. Oh, man. Is P. Diddy, he seems like he would be, how do I say this nicely? A mean person in person. He just seems very stuck up. But is he like that or no? So sincere thank you for your input, my G. Hopefully ACB will keep shooting upward. Thank you, Radiology. I hope so too. Don't buy it first. Research it first. Exactly. That's some great advice. A report says Aurora. Yep, we read that. 4 cents is a lot. Just make sure you know you're live. Yes, but I'm pretty sure I'm live. You guys hear me, right? Dude, you're good. I enjoy watching you in the mornings. Thank you, Garland. I'm glad you guys enjoy watching my videos. So we're going to look at some more companies. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat room. Only 27 more minutes till Aurora hopefully announces their earnings. And also 27 minutes till the markets close. So we're going to be looking at EDAP, since that's the first company I saw. EDAP. Ticker symbol EDAP. And this is, I don't even know what company this is. This is the first time I'm looking at this ticker symbol. This is an advanced medical equipment and technology company. They've been on a nice run already. Let's look at their volume. Surprisingly, no volume. This must have a small amount of shares. Yep, 28 million shares, market cap of 111 million, price to earnings at 50. So it is pretty overvalued, but it is a profitable company. Price to revenue is at 2, price to sales at 2.5. Let's see this company right now. Technical analysis is a sell, buy, and a strong buy. By the way, if you guys hear snoring in the background, it's just my puppy. She loves to snore, or I think she just gets annoyed at me talking, so she does that randomly. So right now, this company, I see a nice support right here at around $3. And if I were to ever pick up this company, which I probably won't because I don't know enough about it, but I would probably be looking at something below this support, since it seems to be a very strong support. We've seen it consistently bounce above this support line. So we've seen it bounce here. Here it went way below it, but immediately broke back above that. I guess there it was acting as a resistance. So that is EDAP. And that's a very long name. ADR, HR, EP, or ORD share. But whatever. Let's move on to the next company. What time is the earnings? It should be at 4 p.m. So in 25 minutes. 4 p.m. at least Eastern time. That's where I'm from. How did I miss Beyond Meat? It's IPO at like 63. The funny thing is, I was doing a live stream, and one of my users brought up Beyond Meat. And I had no idea what it was, so I literally had someone bring it up to me right on IPO, and it went right past me. So don't worry, we've all missed Beyond Meat. So we're gonna look at THCX, and then we're gonna move on to SNN. I think that's THCX. Spinnaker ETF series. So this is an exchange traded fund. Spinnaker, this is a ETF, cannabis ETF. And it's pretty much been going according to the whole markets. It's been downtrending lately. We've had nice little runs. I would say this is a safe bet if you really want to bet on the industry. I would like to know what companies are in this ETF. But if someone can look that up and send that to me, that'd be great, because I just want to move on to the next company. But I would say this is probably a safe bet if you want to bet on the industry and you don't know which company, or you don't want to bet on an individual company, because it is an ETF. But you're definitely going to see a lot of volatility in this ETF. I would say we have a nice support here at $19. So we'll put a support line here at 19. It does seem to be a pretty fairly new ETF. Looks like it on July 9th, 2019. That's when this ETF got started. I think according to this, MCLD McDonald's. Oh, my live stream health is not good. It's about 30. What are your thoughts on 5G boom? My thoughts on 5G boom. To be honest, I think it's going to be good for a lot of companies. Hopefully, like TELUS, AT&T, all these phone companies. It could. You're talking about like the 5G phone line, right? Like the internet. I don't know much about it, but I do think it's going to be a good thing. A lot of these companies, you might see them shoot up during those times. But yeah, we'll take a look at SNN since someone brought that up. SNN. Suniva went up 12% today, 12.06%. And as we can see right here, we previously had a gap down, so it looks right now like we're just about to fill this gap. Looking at the MACD lines, we're seeing a buy signal, so we might be getting ready for a nice little run. Let's take a look at them on paper. They do look fairly valued. Price to revenue 1.9, price to sales 2.9, price to book 0.6. So on paper, this company looks really good. MACD lines, we're getting a buy signal. Let's look at the technical analysis right here. Neutral, buy, and a buy. So let's look at the 1 year chart, see how they've been performing. They're probably near the 52-week range. Yeah, they seem to be right at the bottom of the 52-week range. So I would say there's a lot more room for upside versus downside. Yeah, this company has gotten really beat up. Had a hot IPO'd at around $7, seen highs of $16, and has been downtrending ever since. The only thing about seeing this, it's like, when are you going to catch the bottom? You could potentially think this is the bottom here, and then next thing you know, this company continues to go down to the penny stock range. So I would definitely say it's very high risk, but I see a lot of potential in this company. And that is Suniva. Do you think T-God is a swing trade at these levels? Well, let's see how volatile they've been in the past few days. The Green Organic Dutchman. So they went up 5.2% today. I would say we have a nice little support here at around $2.50. That's where I drew the support line, and literally, I guess today it hit it. Let's look at the 5-minute charts. So I've had this line drawn in for quite some time already, and it barely hit it today. So we came close to it here, had a nice run ever since. So it's definitely been pretty volatile. So for swing trades, it's definitely risky. You got to know when to cut your losses. You got to know when to collect your profits. But you could be making 3 to 5%, maybe even 10% daily with T-God if you trade correctly. Just cut your losses quickly, because this company could continue to go lower, especially since Aurora sold this company off. There's a lot of investors scared to put money into this company, but it's a super volatile company. You see swings all the way here from 260 go all the way up to 360. That's a $1 swing, and it's definitely a volatile company. I do think it's worth looking at if you want to swing trade, but it's still an overvalued company. Price to sales at 379, and that's even after it got beat up. Price to revenue at 99. So this company, I would say, is way overvalued, and the sad thing about that is that it's already been beat up. So definitely near the bottom of the 52-week range. A lot of potential. I like the company's business model, but super high risk company. But it is a company I'm holding. 48 North. Take a look at 48 North. And then some AMD. I haven't looked at AMD in a while. This is actually a company that I wanted to get into. I probably have some lines drawn in the past. Yep, right here. And I'm glad I didn't, because right now we seem to be building a new support here at around, I would say, 80 cents. So 48 North has a support here at 80 cents. Let's take a look at them on paper. Right now, technical analysis is not looking good. It's looking like a strong sell. Sell, strong sell, strong sell for 48 North. So I might have to catch up on some news for this company. Price to revenue is a little high at 30. Price to book at 2.49. Now I do see this company, obviously we have a lot of room for upside, but we still have more room for downside. This company could potentially go to 50-cent range. It is a penny stock, so it's super high risk. I would think that it would be a strong buy for me at around 50 cents for 48 North, especially because we have a very strong support here, but it's not guaranteed that we'll go that low. Let's say the cannabis sector gets hot, we could see this company going all the way back up to $1.70, etc. So let's move on to the next one, AMD. Oh, I forgot mCLD. We'll take a look at mCLD. Once again, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Only 17 minutes. I really hope this is Universal mCloud. For some reason I thought this was McDonald's. Just give me a second, guys. Just gotta catch up on some things. Okay, mCLD. So this is a penny stock. From my experience, penny stocks are super high risk, 44 cents. And at this price point, I don't think I would be picking up, because we do seem to be hitting a resistance here at around 45 cents. Obviously, there's always potential that it could break above that resistance, but as you can see, in the past couple of months, we've had a nice resistance here at 45 cents. So we've consistently hit that resistance line and went below it. So right now at these prices, I personally won't be buying, but if you see some potential in this company, then go for it. And then we have a support here at around 30 cents. So let's just put that support line down here. Let's look at this company on paper. So on paper, this company is 11.8. Price to revenue, price to sales is at 37. Price to book it is at 15.6. So it's not bad. It's not great, but I definitely think it's a super high risk company, and if you got balls, then go for it. And then AMD, we'll be looking at AMD. I'm just gonna catch up on the chat, see what you guys have been saying. I probably skipped a lot. So Denlas, yes, I would see if you talk about news and only the big companies. I guess you were talking about the live stream. Yes, more live streaming. I might start doing live streaming maybe every Friday after the markets close, and then every Monday and Friday. I'm very I'm not a punctual guy, so I could try to do that every Friday, like at 4:30 I could do a live stream after the markets close. So yeah, a few of you would like to see some live stream. Let me know if you guys want to see me do more live streams after markets close, like a quick half-hour live stream. I just have knock for Nokia. Okay, I'll take a look at Nokia right now. Grabbed about 500 shares a few months ago. Let's take a look at Nokia. So if you guys have some requests, you guys want me to take a look at some companies, just type it out. If I missed it, don't be afraid to spam it. So we're going to take a look at Nokia right now, sitting at $5.10. So this company, I could imagine, has been around for a long time, and it's been getting beat up. As you can see, these are the long-term charts. We've seen them hit a high of $60 all the way down to $5 now, and this company has been around since 1994. And the fact that this company's been around for so long and they're not profitable, no price to earnings, would concern me. Price to revenue 1.1, price to sales 1.14. Doesn't look bad, but I see lower highs lower lows, no profitability, and they are approaching close to their IPO range, which their IPO range was around $1.22. I could be wrong. Maybe the 5G coming out could potentially shoot this company up. But in the long term, we've only seen one thing from this company, and they've had huge spikes, decline, huge spikes, decline. Maybe we have room for another huge spike, but if history does repeat itself, we might see another decline. So you could potentially hold on to this company for a nice swing trade. But yeah, just give me 1 second, guys. I have to answer a call. Sorry about that, guys. So thank you, Nick Ferrari. Smash that like button. For some reason, are you neurosis? This looks like something neurosis would do. Is this undercover neurosis? Do you think T-God? Okay, so let's look at AMD. Let's take a quick look at AMD. So just looking at AMD right now, I could tell you that these prices are way too high for me. $30, way too high. Let's take a look at it, if they're a profitable company. P ratio 160. So it's a profitable company, but it's trading at 160.69 times its earnings. Price to revenue 5.5, price to sales 5.0. And we can even see that we're approaching a resistance here. So I like the company, I just don't like its price. So this is not a company that I would be buying anywhere near these prices. A year ago when it was at $10, for sure, of course, but obviously AMD went up 300% ever since then. But at these prices, I won't be touching AMD. We are approaching a resistance line. I would consider above, let's just put that as a blue. I would consider it a strong sell right now, especially because it's like near its highs. It's almost near its all-time high. Its all-time high was 48. So it still has a lot of room for upside, but I feel like there's way more room for downside versus upside. Who knows? This company can continue to be knocking out of the park, releasing new technology, whatever else they decide to release. But as of now, I personally think it's too much risk in this company. Unless you own this company already, like if you own company at like $10, $12, $15 a share, then you're good. But I would not start a position at this price. Me personally, I wouldn't. But that's my own personal opinion. I love the company. I know a lot of people that made some good money from this company, but it's just too high for me right now. At what point would I consider picking up AMD? I don't think we'll ever see that price again, but maybe below $15 I would pick up some AMD. If it went below that, $10 for sure, 100% I would pick up AMD at $10. Anything above 15, even 20, I think would be a little too high for me. There's a lot of other companies out there, plus its price to earnings at 160 is very high. We're going to look at the technical analysis. It looks like it's a sell right now. Sell, strong sell for a technical analysis. So I'm going to have to agree with that technical analysis. Can you find Stenocare chart? Only Scandinavia cannabis company listed. The company Cantros had to deal with. They've effed up. Stenocare. I'll try to find them. And then we'll take a look at MediPharm after. Stenocare. So only 9 more minutes. Hopefully we get those earnings. We don't have to. I don't know if this is the right one. I see Stenocare, but doesn't look like it's the right one. Ticker symbol STEOF. No, I don't think this is the company. Definitely not. I would need a ticker symbol in order to find that company. So in the meantime, let's look at MediPharm. What is your opinion on T-God further down in 6 months? That's tough. I think 6 months is too short term. In the 6 months, it could even go down even more. But long term, I do believe in T-God, mostly because the whole organic thing. When this marijuana thing blows up, There's already some health freaks that only eat organic food. There's going to be people that only smoke organic weed. And especially if like other big companies start getting into marijuana, like Monsanto's and all that stuff, there's going to be a lot of people against that kind of weed, that kind of plant, and people are going to want their organic plant. But of course, TGOD is not the only organic company out there, so they're going to have competition. But I do like their their company, their business. I do like the fact that they're growing organic weed. So maybe a year, 2 years down the road, I could see TGOD going back up, maybe even 100%. Who knows? It all depends. They just have to increase their production. That's where they lack. So let's look at MediFarm. MEDI Farm. That's not it. MediFarm Labs Corporation. So MediFarm Labs currently sitting at $3.68%. Looks like I've already looked at this company in the past. Let's take a look at the 1 hour charts. We do seem to have a support line here at around $3.60. We also have another support here at around $3.20, which we've seen MediFarm bounce off of. We also have a resistance here for MediFarm at around $5.50. Sorry, I keep it burping. So price to book is 17, price to sale 61. It does look overvalued, and right now we are trading way above its the top half of its 52-week range. So I do think right now this company does have more room for downside. I would probably only buy it if it went down to $3.20, where we have the support here. It bounced off the support 1, 2, 3 times, and then even then we have a potential that it could go all the way back below to $2.50. So it's a dangerous company to be betting on, because we're betting on a company that it's near the top of its 52-week range. It is overvalued. It's not a profitable company. It has a price to sales of 61. I don't even see a price to revenue, but it would probably be high. So I would definitely think this is a high risk company. So let's move on to the chat room. Nick Ferraris. Well, you're not Neurosis, are you, Nick? What is your view? Because you kind of remind me of Neurosis, or yeah, live stream after market hours. So we have a lot of people saying to start live streaming after market hours. I think that would make my life easier, because that would mean I don't have to come up with a script. I don't have to edit videos. So I could definitely start live streaming after market hours. So far, I think I have like 3 or 4 people that said that. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see me live stream more after hours, and what day. Would Friday be better? Monday? I'll try to do it more than once or twice a week, but I'll try to keep one day that it will happen for sure every time. So maybe on Fridays I could do it, or Mondays before the week starts. Thinking about puts right now. Puts on what company? On Aurora Cannabis. Let's take a look at Aurora Cannabis right before the markets close, actually. So if you guys missed the beginning of my live stream, I did talk about Aurora Cannabis, and actually Aurora Cannabis seems to be pulling back right now. So we're going to go real deep into Aurora Cannabis. Look at the 5-minute bars. See how they've been doing right before. So as you can see, Aurora Cannabis is starting to slowly sell off right before the markets close. We're going to see if it sells all the way down. Could be potentially a bad signal, but as I spoke about in the beginning of the video, Aurora Cannabis finally broke above this $8, which was acting as a resistance line. Could potentially start using it as a support. And we're gonna look at the 3 months chart. As you can see, in the past 3 months, Aurora Cannabis has been downtrending in between this red line right here, which was acting as a support, in between this green line, which was acting as resistance. We've seen Aurora Cannabis consistently bounce in between these lines, maybe sometimes break a little above it and immediately get rejected. And finally today, actually finally in the last couple of days, Aurora broke above it and has been consistently going high and above it. So this could be a potential sign. What we would love to see Aurora Cannabis do is obviously start uptrending towards this direction. That would be great, because if we look at the 1-year chart, we've kind of been consistently doing that. We had a nice little uptrend, hit resistance here, and then started downtrending. So could this be potentially what's going to happen next? We're going to start uptrending once again. Hopefully, I think earnings will have a lot to say, will determine whether it continues to uptrend or continue to break below. Hopefully it doesn't continue to trade in between these lines, but as of now, Aurora Cannabis has officially broke above this downtrending support line. So right now it looks like Aurora is no longer downtrending, but these earnings can change it all. They could either make or break Aurora Cannabis right now. So we're going to be keeping an eye on it. 3 minutes. I'm going to see if we could check out a few more companies before this chat, before the earnings come out. What do you guys think of Choof for the long haul? Thank you, Nick. So live stream after market hours. So yes. Okay, if you guys want it, I'm going to try to do it. Just make sure you guys show up or I'll be very mad. I'm joking. Been around the nurses was around. What? No, but I've been around when nurses was around. I'm probably like butting into a conversation. I don't know. I always saw your pre-market shows, but it was always red. Where do you see when news comes from Aurora? Where do you see when news comes from Aurora? Well, right now I'm on the Aurora website, so I'm hoping they update us here with their Q4 earnings. Also, if you guys get the link for the Aurora earnings, don't be shy to send me the link if you get it before me, because we will be waiting 4 p.m. Hopefully they announce the earnings, because I do have some things to do, but it's okay. I haven't live streamed in a while, so it feels good live streaming again and seeing you guys here with me. So let's look at what other companies you guys have. So what do you think of Choof? We'll take a look at Choof. What do you think if ACB give a position earnings? How much will imagine gives a positive earnings? So let's say Aurora Cannabis goes to 100 and has 110 million in sales, and they're most likely not going to be profitable, so they can't go that high, because they're, according to an article yesterday, they're going to be negative 4 cents per share. They're going to have a loss of negative 4 cents per share. So even if their sales are out of the park, they still won't be profitable. So potentially what I would love to see is Aurora, is this the so right now we're sitting here, we're sitting at an 845. I would love to see Aurora go back above to this support resistance line right here. So we have a $9 resistance line here. So maybe after these earnings we could potentially hit this $9 resistance line, and hopefully in the long run we start uptrending and eventually go back up above $10. That would be nice, but I don't think we'll see Aurora go that. It might go a little bit above $9 before Friday, but that's in the short term. We might see Aurora go to $9 in the short term, but long term, hopefully what I'm hoping for is Aurora starts uptrending. And I'm just gonna make this green so you guys understand. So actually I'll make that red. So this, hopefully I want to see Aurora start uptrending in this direction, because we've been downtrend, we've uptrended a nice little while. Everything was looking good, people were making money, and then we had a huge sell-off, and I just want this downtrend to stop. Actually, if it goes back down to $7, that would be great, because I would pick up more shares, but it would also be nice to see Aurora start uptrending again. But let's look at Choof. Take a quick look at Choof. It's 4 p.m. guys. Let's see if Aurora announced their earnings. So markets are officially closed. We are going to be entering post-market. So I'm actually going to have the post-market prices up for Aurora Cannabis. We're going to take a look at Aurora Cannabis post-market, see how they're doing once the markets are closed. And hopefully we could get some Aurora news as well. And once again, if you guys get the earnings before me, don't be shy to send the link. Send us the link so we can all check it out. So in the meantime, let's take a quick look at Choof. Aurora is known not to be very punctual. Hopefully it's not one of those days where they take 2-3 hours to release the earnings, because if they do, I'll be live streaming until I'm gonna say 5 p.m. max, because I do have a few things I have to do right now. Truth. So this is definitely, I would say, a high risk stock, very high risk stock, especially because it's a penny stock. And looking at the history right now, all we've seen is this company been downtrending. We could even potentially see it go back down to its IPO range at 20 cents. It all depends how the sector does. If the sector continues to do horrible, I would see this IPO range as a support. 20-cent IPO range. Right now we are at a support line. Let's draw a support line here at around 30 cents. So right now it's actually it's still a small gamble, but this is a support line right here. Could potentially go back up again. But just remember all the amount of risk involved into investing in penny stock. Not a profitable company, no price to revenue, no price to sales, 0.7 price to book. Not a lot of information they're giving me right now. According to this technical analysis, it is a buy, and a neutral right now. So definitely a high risk. It's a risk reward. So there's a lot of risk and there's a lot of potential for reward, especially because we're at a support line right now. Let's say you bought this at 30 cents and somehow it shot up all the way to 60 cents. You just made 100%. But there is that potential, and there's also a potential that it could go back down to its IPO range at 20 cents. And it is a penny stock, so always risk involved with these penny stocks. And why is my video output low? So I'm going to check out, see if we got these articles. Let's refresh these pages. Quarterly reports. Let me know if you guys got these earnings before me. So nothing for Q4 right now. I'm going to be looking at different sources. Actually, what's going on here? I have two of these windows open. Ugh, my dog is not impressed. So I'm guessing no one has got the earnings yet. It's not released yet. Market Cannabis ACB. Nope. Aurora Cannabis investors are optimistic about Q4 earnings. Wait, it's rising before its fourth quarter earnings on Thursday. The stock has risen 12.4%. Don't tell me, are the earnings today or tomorrow? Today is Wednesday. Aurora Cannabis stock has been rising before its fourth quarter earnings on Thursday. The stock has risen 12.4% this month. Did we get it all wrong, guys? What do you think? ACB gave a positive earnings. Okay. So can someone confirm, are the earnings being released today or tomorrow? Because from what I see, it's going to be on Thursday. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, no, I don't see nothing right now. We're gonna have to look at here, see if they're coming out today. So there's not going to be any earnings today. So I guess, I don't know. We could look at a few more companies, because if Aurora is not announcing earnings, I thought it was going to be announced today post-market. Earnings due as marijuana stocks lead for in Canada. Reports its fiscal fourth quarter earnings after the close today. Right now it's saying that it's today after the close. Someone else told me it's tomorrow. So according to this, earnings today, conference call tomorrow. Why is everyone freaking out on StockTwits? Is the report out yet? Oh, I gotta love StockTwits. Well, if the report is out, I haven't found it yet. We're gonna look at I'm on the Aurora website right here. Usually they post the report right here. Just gonna refresh this page real quick. Nope, still Q3. Financial statement. So right now we have nothing on Q4 unless you guys have the earnings. I think it's today. Yep, the earnings definitely is today, but I'm gonna check stock tweets as well, because apparently people are freaking out there. Oh man, I just got a new phone and have to re-download stock tweets. Guys, gotta bear with me here. Stock tweets. Oh no, I still got it. So I'm guessing the conference call is tomorrow before the markets open. I'm too lazy to sign on to this right now. I'm just gonna keep refreshing this. Honestly, last time Aurora Cannabis made us wait hours before they released their earnings, even though they were supposed to release it at 4 p.m. today. So I really hope that doesn't happen today. If not, if it does, I'll be sticking around for a little bit. Maybe we'll take a look at a couple other companies, but it's the best we can do. If Aurora doesn't release it, then there's nothing really we can do. It's hard to trust people on stock twits though. Yeah, people are always, it's just, stock twits is more for entertainment. I do enjoy it because like you always hear like the bulls and the bears opinions, and it's literally filled with both. So let's see. No, still no earnings. I'm just really praying it doesn't take 3 hours, 4 hours. Who was on the last live stream for Aurora Cannabis? Literally, it was like a 4-hour live stream. Numbers today, conference call tomorrow, 4 p.m. It should be 4 p.m. Eastern, so it should be today. It should be coming out now, but you can't trust Aurora Cannabis when it comes to earnings, because last time they took at least like 4 hours to release the earnings. I don't think they got released until like 7 or 8 p.m., which was ridiculous. In the meantime, I'm just gonna sign into my stock twits account. Oh, if I could remember it. So did anyone pick up any Aurora shares today? Earnings released today. CC is tomorrow. Someone posted 7 p.m. Eastern time. No way. If it is 7 p.m., there's no way I'm going to be live streaming for that long. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to sit around for 3 hours. Last live stream, I literally ran out of things to do. I had to start doing like DJ stuff. I'm trying to remember my password. 1 second. Well, I'm gonna wait 20 more minutes. Hopefully they announce their earnings. If not, I'm gonna have to just make a video about it, because Aurora always makes us wait. They don't value our time. And unfortunately, I can't just sit around and wait for Aurora to release their earnings. And I'm sure you guys have things to do, but the moment they do release their earnings, I'll be making a video on their earnings, giving you all the details. And maybe we'll do I'm going to try to do also a pre-market earnings call as well. So I'm guessing the earnings call is tomorrow. I'm going to refresh this page one more time. If it is at 7 p.m. Eastern, that's a little too long. Or we could start making bets. What time do you think Aurora will actually release their earnings? I'm gonna say they're gonna release them like around 6 p.m. They're trying to like manipulate it to make it look better than what it is. I'm gonna refresh this page. Hopefully it's been announced. If not, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna stick around for that long, because this could potentially take hours. So let's see if it came out. Nothing so far. Honestly, I was hoping Aurora would be on time today. I do have some things to do. You choose the day? What do you mean you choose the day? Someone posted, I'm not. You choose the day. Well, worst case scenario, I'm gonna be making a video on the Aurora earnings, which will be quicker. That way you guys don't have to see me mumble or talk or look it up. So I'll have the earnings ready in a video. Sorry we couldn't do it live. I wish Aurora would be punctual. I'm gonna refresh their page one more time, see if Aurora Cannabis released their earnings. If not, we're gonna wrap it up. So anyways guys, thanks for joining me. Just give me a quick thumbs up. Sorry we couldn't do it live. If they do announce their earnings, I might just randomly hop on live if I'm at the computer when they do it. If you guys can join me, that'll be great. If not, I'll be posting a video of their earnings, which will be even better, I think, because it'll be edited and straight to the point. So I'm also going to most likely be doing a conference call live stream tomorrow. I'll have to try to wake up early tomorrow. If not, then I'll try to record it for you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Don't forget, thumbs up, guys.